Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Sunday, December 4th, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus, if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below, and make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Dallas Cowboys vs Indianapolis Colts. The Colts have been the subject of sports conversations for the wrong reasons recently, with the questionable hiring of Jeff Saturday and his poor decision-making in Indianapolis's 7-point loss at Pittsburgh. The former Colts center allowed the clock to almost run out during Indy's final drive, despite having 3 timeouts in his pocket. Trailing by a touchdown and facing a crucial 3rd down from the 26-yard line, Indianapolis let 25 seconds elapse before snapping the football. While Saturday isn't the only person capable of calling a timeout, the spotlight is getting brighter on the Colts' new coach. Indianapolis is committed to Matt Ryan as its starting quarterback despite the 37-year-old's struggles this season. The Colts named Sam Ehlinger the starter for the rest of the season on October 24th, but after Saturday replaced Frank Reich as coach on November 7th, the decision was made to go back to Ryan. It hasn't worked out well for either party, as Indianapolis continues to lose games, while Ryan limps to the finish line with the second worst QBR, 86.3, of his pro career. The Colts would be wise to rely on running back Jonathan Taylor against Dallas's 24th-ranked run defense. Dallas is in a groove following consecutive wins over Minnesota and New York, giving itself a shot in the arm after a disappointing loss to Green Bay on November 13th. It's going to take the Cowboys' best to make a Super Bowl run, but the good news is they're playing like contenders at a crucial point in the season. Keeping focused against Indianapolis, Houston, and Jacksonville will be crucial with an all-important matchup versus Philadelphia on December 24th. The Cowboys will also play Tennessee and Washington in the final 2 games. After dominating the Vikings, Dallas showed the Giants who was boss in a Turkey Day battle between 7-3 squads. The victory put the Cowboys 1 game ahead of New York in the NFC East standings and gave them a season sweep of the G-Men. CeeDee Lamb accounted for 106 of Dallas's 261 passing yards and set up 3 touchdowns, with crucial catches in the red zone. Ezekiel Elliott also got in on the fun, rushing 16 times for 92 yards, 5.8 yards per carry, and 1 touchdown. The Cowboys are extra prepared, experienced, and playing an inexperienced Colts team on short rest. They're also 5-0 Austrian shillings in their last 5 home games against a team with a losing road record. That's the recipe for a 10.5-point cover for the home team, who should have 0 issues blowing by Indy's offensive line and pressuring Ryan, who has been sacked 33 times in only 9 games. As one should expect with all that pressure in his face, Ryan is tied for the league lead with 13 fumbles and has thrown the 2nd most interceptions, 10. Let's not forget Dallas has the league's 2nd best pass defense and is led by defensive coordinator Dan Quinn, Ryan's coach in Atlanta from 2015 to 2020. While Indy is solid against the pass, its run defense is average at best and allowed Pittsburgh to run for 172 yards, even as its top rusher, Najee Harris, sat out most of the game. Dallas's run game is hitting its stride, too, with Elliott and Tony Pollard, who's tied for the league lead with 3 40-plus yard carries. The Cowboys have serious advantages on both sides of the ball, including special teams. Don't overthink this one, the clock is ticking. Take Cowboys minus 10.5 points. Indianapolis rushed for 110 yards on the day, led by Jonathan Taylor, who had 20 carries for 86 yards. Taylor has rushed for 779 yards in 9 games, averaging 4.6 yards per carry. Matt Ryan threw for 199 yards and has seen his passing yard total decline each week since throwing for 389 yards against Jacksonville on October 16. The defense yielded 323 total yards of offense, but held Pittsburgh to just 151 yards passing. The Colts are 6th in team defense, 308.9 yards allowed per game, and are 5th overall, and yards allowed per contest, 190.6. That has helped them hold opponents to just 20.3 points per contest, 11th overall. Yannick Ngakoue is having a monster season, recording 8.5 sacks. The Colts have generated 11 total turnovers. The Colts managed to only get 2 touchdowns from wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. and running back Jonathan Taylor in their game against the Steelers. Taylor has been a nightmare for fantasy football owners this season, as he was projected as the #1 pick in the draft. Taylor recorded 5 touchdowns in 1 game last season against the Bills. This year he doesn't even have 5 total touchdowns all season. The Dallas Cowboys are serious Super Bowl contenders this season as they have been winning games at will. The Cowboys have won 4 of their last 5 games and currently hold an overall record of 8-3. Free agent Odell Beckham Jr. is expected to meet with the Cowboys sometime this week to discuss the possibility of him joining Dallas. The Cowboys' offense has been explosive this season and they have Prescott, Elliott, Lamb, and Tony Pollard to thank for that. Prescott has thrown 10 touchdowns so far, and Lamb, Elliott, and Pollard combined for 18 total touchdowns this season. If the Cowboys add Beckham Jr. to the mix, this team could easily win a Super Bowl. Dallas put up an impressive 430 yards, including 169 on the ground. The team did take 13 penalties in the contest and turned the ball over twice. Both turnovers came off the arm of Prescott, who completed 21 of 30 passes for 261 yards, 2 TDs, and 2 interceptions. Ezekiel Elliott rushed for 92 yards and a score on 16 carries, and CeeDee Lamb had 6 catches for 106 yards. The Cowboys' defense held the Giants to 300 total yards, including just 90 on the ground. That has helped the Cowboys to the #7 ranked total defense, 309.6, and they are first in passing yards allowed per game, 177.7. Dallas is second in points allowed per game, 17.0. Micah Parsons has been a beast, recording 12 sacks and 3 forced fumbles. There is little doubt that Dallas will score in the high 20s or low 30s in this game. They have put up at least 28 points in 4 straight contests, averaging better than 36 points per game during that stretch. The fewest points they have scored this season is 3, and that occurred in the opening game of the season. Since then, they have put up at least 20 points in every game. The Colts are trying to establish an offensive identity under their new head coach. They have been held under 20 points in 5 of the last 6 games. Against one of the best defenses in the NFL, this is not a time to try to figure things out. Indianapolis has gone under in 8 of their last 9 games on the road and has gone under in 6 straight games against teams with a winning record. These teams have gone under in 4 of the last 5 meetings against each other. Take the under, 43.5 points.